My boss pushed me into donating my kidney, promising a big promotion if it saved his daughter's life. But he lied. They say blood is thicker than water, but for 10 years I proved love was stronger. Then, the woman who gave birth to my son walked back into our lives, determined to reclaim a child she'd abandoned, and she was willing to destroy everything to get him back. I was barely out of high school, just 18, when my world completely flipped. My girlfriend Jane and I had just graduated, full of dreams, when her older sister Lisa came to us absolutely sobbing. She'd been trying to conceive for 3 agonizing years, desperate for a baby, and she begged us to surrogate for her. We were young, healthy, and she promised it would change her life. I was honestly so reluctant, but Jane seemed okay with it, and I loved her. I wanted to support her family, so I agreed. Everything went smoothly, almost eerily so, for months. Until Jane was 8 months pregnant with Lisa's baby. That's when Lisa showed up at our tiny apartment, beaming, and dropped a bombshell. She'd gotten a huge promotion that required her to move to Europe. She looked us dead in the eye and said she just couldn't handle a baby with this incredible job opportunity. She wanted us to keep him. After all, she reasoned, we'd grown so attached anyway. Jane absolutely exploded. She started screaming, her voice cracking, about how this wasn't the plan, how she wasn't ready to be a mother at 18. But Lisa didn't care. Not one bit. She just left. Packed up her life and disappeared to another country. A month later, Jane gave birth. We brought little Thomas home. My own parents had never been in the picture, and Jane's parents, well, they just claimed they were too exhausted to help. So every single ounce of work fell on us. And let me tell you, it was an absolute nightmare. We had travel plans, job opportunities, a whole future stretching out before us. All these things we were giving up to raise this little boy. At least that's what I thought. It became painfully clear very quickly that Jane simply couldn't handle it. She yelled at Thomas a lot, her patience worn razor thin. Over time, she started making these dark jokes about just disappearing like her sister. I tried to brush them off, but a knot of dread formed in my stomach. Those jokes, it turned out, were just practice. One morning, I woke up to feed Thomas and found a note on the kitchen counter. Jane wrote that she needed to find herself, that she couldn't do this anymore. She was gone. I tried to call her, but her number was already deactivated. Just like that, she vanished. And so for the next 10 years, it was just me and Thomas. I poured every fiber of my being into that child. I didn't go to college. I started working 2 jobs, often barely sleeping, spending every single ounce of my free time being the best dad I could possibly be. My own dad was never around, and I swore I would never repeat his mistakes. Our life wasn't glamorous, it wasn't easy, but full story video added in below.